like an organization freak. I like to keep things clean and tidy, and I like to save every nickel and dime that I can because my daughter's going to college in 2 years. And so that means I'm not, Diana knows, I'm not throwing out gallons when they have a good 2 weeks worth left of product in them. I'm not throwing out ketchup or mustard or honey bottles when there is a good 2 weeks left of product in them. But it is a very messy situation to try to get the last of that out unless you have a very ingenious creation, which I wish I'd have thought of. It is called the Flip It. It's a system that takes away the waste and frustration from all those bottles and the product that, darn it, you paid for, now you get from one easy tool. Diana Irvine has a few items in our show, and it's always a pleasure to see you. Hello, darling.
Nice to be with you.
We presented this before, and I always kind of chuckle because it's like, it's such a simple thing. But oh my gosh, what it's able to get back to you, it pays for yourself in just a couple of uses.
Absolutely. I think we've all been guilty of throwing money in the trash.
Yep.
And I don't mean throwing your dollar bills directly. I mean, like Jennifer's saying, you've got a couple weeks worth of product left here, but you're too frustrated and irritated with how do you get it out? Do you cut the bottle? Do you try and balance it some strange way? No, the system that we have designed here called Flip It is ingenious because it's going to take away frustration. It's going to save you time and money. And it's so simple, and it fits 95% of the plastic bottles you have in your home. So you're not ever going to be worrying about how to save those pennies, how to get those last bits out, because you have the perfect system.
Yeah, and the system uses gravity,
yes,
ultimately. And the system that you get is so easy to, it's 61 pieces. Ultimately, it's going to help you with 6 different bottles.
That's right.
Of varying sizes. And like you said, 99% of those are going to be completely covered with what
and
you got.
completely reusable. You can even put them in the dishwasher. So this is how it works. You're going to get 6 base caps. These base caps alone, which are purple, are going to fit on things like your gallon-size Wen jugs, your honey bottles, your barbecue sauces. Then you're going to get an adapter for each base cap, so you always have the right adapter for the bottle that you have. So you're never saying, oh, I needed that adapter, but I'm using it on something else. Always have the right adapter. And then you'll see the little white gaskets inside. Those gaskets go in each one, including the base cap, to keep it from leaking. It's a tripod system, it's a gravity system, and it's really a great way to save yourself the frustration, which commonly I think we can all relate to when it comes to the plastic bottles with pumps.
I mean, can we just speculate on this for a second? All right, so let's say you're getting, in total 6 of these that you can use over and over and over again. How much product in dollar amounts am I looking at that is sitting in these bottles of lotion, of chocolate syrup, of dressing, dishwashing liquid? If you're a Wen user, you don't need me to tell you if you've got this much left, how much worth that is. Purity face wash and lotions and more Wen. Like the amount of money that is represented here far exceeds the $19.98
yes, absolutely.
That you're already paying. And that's if you had to use them once and then throw them out. You don't. You wash them and you use them over and over again.
Well, and exactly. So it's nice to have a reusable system, and it also takes away the problem of this. Now, I have to take this out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, set this somewhere, and figure out how to get the stuff out when it's just a nuisance. Instead of saying to you, can you hold this or leave it, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take use the orange adapter, and then my base cap. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert this in my shower. I'm going to give this about 1 minute. Everything's going to travel down that bottle. And instead of throwing away 15, 20 bucks because it was too frustrating, now I'm going to dispense out every last drop. I'm going to open this up, and out's going to come my product.
Look at that.
Okay, and you need a good bit of this. This is so nice because now it sits on the tripod, it's always ready to dispense, and you're not frustrated by the fact that you've paid a ton for that, but you feel like you can't get it out or you need to just not be bothered.
Okay, but what if I forget to press that top part down?
Thank you for asking that. So it has an anti-wobble system, and also it has a system that if this is open, it will...
Oh, it won't even sit.
It won't even sit, so it'll tell you didn't lock it, so then you're going to lock it and keep it in place, and that keeps it from leaking. Here's another great example, though. How about if you've got bottles like this, where you have a huge gallon bottle, you don't want to keep this in your shower, but you want to refill something smaller? How about being able to refill
You
with
didn't do that last time, Dan.
I know,
Think
so
about
nice
that.
to pull things on. But then you can also just keep your gallon bottles as well. So this is the solution for all your plastic bottles, whether you're refilling smaller ones, whether you've got the bigger ones, and you're keeping every penny in your pocket and not wasting.
Because I'm a Wen user, I've actually taken that big gallon and propped it upside down on the corner of my tub, and then I put other bottles around it to try to get
the balancing
because I'm not
right?
going to let that last bit go away. But guys, don't forget, we're talking about bathroom products and beauty products. These are food grade, so you can
Yes.
actually use them with mustard and ketchup and syrup and honey.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried propping that upside down, then it ends up spilling all over your pantry?
Oh, it's a wreck. And then
sticky, gooey
the
mess.
ants come, and yeah, exactly. And then great for thick liquids. So my kids who love chocolate syrup, you know, it's so great because they can always dispense it. Washable and reusable. You know, there's a big bottle of dishwasher soap, but maybe you're going to use that to refill the smaller one. Like, you can use this to make your life easy. Here's your gallon. You know, here's your 32 ouncer. I paid $50 for this. You know what it's like when you get to the last 20. How about being able to dispense it out?
And see, I know because I present when often, a lot of our viewers have asked, why can't the pump get all the way to the bottom of the bottle? From a design standpoint, you have to have the pump stop short of the bottom or it won't work. So there's a reason why that exists. Your job then is to figure out how to get the last bit that's in the bottle, because like I said, I'm about nickels and dimes. You can call it cheap, I call it frugal. I work hard for my money, so I want it to last. And what you're seeing represented here is your hard-earned money.
Absolutely.
And if you're indulging in beauty products, guys, I want you to get every last drop that's coming to you. And if you're out there and you're feeding a family of 2, 3, 4, 10, I want you to get all that you paid for. So yeah, while you're spending $20, and by the way, this is available on the Flip It website for $10 more. If you're spending $20 and you're getting back $20 here, and you wash them, and you get $20 back here, and you wash them, and do you see where I'm going with this? It pays for itself again and again, and I would argue makes it even more accessible, especially for little hands if you've got kids using
so much easier. I mean, I have found that even my 5-year-old can dispense out of this now, which makes it great. In the shower, you know, I do buy Wen kits for my children. This is how she's able to get it out. And then it's not, you know, kind of just getting thrown in the corner or balanced precariously in the shower.
Yeah, I've done this before
too. Have you ever done this?
Yeah.
Have you ever cut it open? And then what?
I always feel a little ashamed
you
when
put
I'm doing
like
tin
tin
really
foil
come
over
to
it or
this?
something, because now it's crusty and dry. You've wasted it anyway. No, the solution is the Flip It. They say, interestingly enough, the little tagline is "Don't toss it, flip it."
There you go.
Don't throw it away. Just flip it over. You're getting.
Here's everything you get. It doesn't mean that it's covering 61 bottles. It means you get 61 pieces, so it will fit 6 bottles.
And
in total.
95% of those bottles out there.
1,000 orders already on the Flip It. V33116. Boy, you're going to love it if for no other reason than the money it saves you. All right. Coming up a little bit later, I want to hear from you on this one, ladies, because I know a lot of you love this, myself included.